Right, Reece. How did you find that went, mate?
It went alright. I'd done my usual, but just to a shocking standard. Could have done a lot better, I know it.
Yeah, well, it was a nice performance, I thought.
Nah. There's loads of things I need to pick up on. I know that, I realise it.
Those straight shots you was catching and landing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the straight shots I'm good at. I'm very good at, but I didn't pick them off to normal standards, what I could have done. I know I didn't. I got too involved.
This was your first pro fight though, wasn't it?
Second.
Second pro fight. What happened in your first pro fight?
The first one dominated him all over the place.
Well, you dominated that one, didn't you, as well?
Not really. Not to the same standards, I didn't.
Don't put yourself down, mate. You won every round. You won him clearly.
Yeah, I won every round.
He was a very, very tough lad. But I mean, I thought they could have stopped it, really. I mean, he was taking.
Yeah, it would have been.
He was taking a lot of shots. I mean,
some of them look like it shook him. It shook him more than all. He couldn't really handle some of them, but the referee said carry on, so it's worth carrying on, innit?
Oh yeah,
can't stop it because of
the
me.
Referee to do it, isn't it? No, I thought you boxed really comfortable in there, mate. And like I say, he was always going to look good against him, but you just caught him with absolutely everything, and he didn't. He just come forward in straight lines at you.
Yeah, he was a come forward fighter, but he just couldn't handle distance. I'm a good distance fighter.
Well,
if it comes to inside, I can fight on inside, but I shouldn't have. I should have kept it to a distance and known my limits. Got too involved, which I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, and how old are you now, Reece?
19.
19? So you're only a young lad, aren't you?
Yeah, young pup. Yeah. Still a young pup.
Well, you've just, because I videoed you, was it last year?
Yeah, last
2000,
year.
Yeah. And you won the novices, didn't you? ABA novices, didn't you?
Northwest Regional.
Novices, yeah.
National Championship.
Well, yeah, because I videoed about 2 or 3 fights. You look good on them, but I've seen a big improvement there. Look very comfortable in there.
I've been working on everything since all my amateur fights. We've been picking up on it and picking up. I'm only getting better. I'm getting a lot better.
Oh, I
can feel it in myself. I'm big helps. I'd like to thank my sponsors as well. I'm on video. It's just Bauer Events and Property Buying Company. Right. Bauer Events have done a lot for me. Helped out a lot. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for these.
Right, well done then.
I'd just like to say a big thank you to them now.
When do you think you're out next?
May. 18th of May, yeah.
And where's that at?
In our own show in Leeds.
Right.
Be a big show, lots of fights worth coming to watch. Yeah. Justin Ewell fighting. Yeah. Very good fighter, like me. He's a light welter. Yeah. Light welter that. He's a very good fighter. Orlando Burke, Zaid Hussein, me, myself.
Right.
Good fights on there, great fights.
Right, well done. And we'll see you out in a few weeks. Take care, mate.
Great stuff, thanks.
Right then, Chris. How you find that, mate?
Good, mate. Loved it. Loved it. Good 6 rounds, yeah.
It was a tough
really
lad,
good. Yeah, it was tough, yeah. Listen to John, use my jab.
Yeah, you've
been working on, tuck up.
You got caught under his elbow.
Yeah.
Hello? Sorry.
Come on, yeah. He come back a bit with a few shots like that.
Yeah, he did. He made a fight.
Just kept tucked up like John was saying.
But you was digging in
Listen
those
to John, I was looking for them shots,
really.
Loved them body shots,
When you let him go in those little flurries, you really...
Yeah, I felt he hurt him at one point. Pretty bad on the ropes. Just tried to follow him, but he's got experience.
I missed the first round again because we was doing this. I come out in the second round and I was impressed. You looked nice, and like I say, he was tough.
Yeah,
really,
felt
really
sharp.
Tough.
Yeah,
and you know when you did hurt him, he did come back with something. It wasn't just one-way traffic. You know
what
I mean?
It was a good learning fight.
Yeah, really good learning fight for you.
I only started like with John in December, straight after Christmas.
What about the amateur before that?
I had 21 amateurs, 15.
Yeah,
I had a break. I had like personal problems with my girlfriend. I lost twins and that.
Oh right. Yeah.
So I had like 5 years out.
How old are you now?
27 now. So.
You're 27.
Yeah, don't look it.
That's what everyone says.
Baby. I know. So I think they're going to move me quite fast to try and get as many as I can in.
Well, that sounds to you then.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, in the gym. Looking at doing super feather. I'm still a bit loose here at lightweight, so I think we'll have no problem.
Yeah, well,
it's there to come off.
How's it going with John then?
Love it. Yeah.
Well, you missed out. We was going to do a little interview.
I know the other night. I know I had the kids. I was gutted. Couldn't get down, but yeah.
Well, we'll come down again in a few weeks. And when are you going to be out again, do you next?
Well, hopefully I want to try and stay busy now. Do you know what I mean?
Try and get another 2 or 3 in before the end of the season.
Of course, yeah, definitely. Stay busy. And that was a good 6 rounds as well there.
Yeah, it was, like you say. He really made
even
you work hard.
But
you look good in it.
Yeah, I was listening all the time, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I could see you looking for those shots, those angles. It wasn't a boring fight, you was looking for everything. But, you know, when you did catch him, he sort of like come back with something which made you then, you know, because sometimes you can get a bit too...
Of course you can, hyped up with it.
Yeah, you know, get carried away with it. And, you know...
He answered a few times, and let me know.
He did. So he made a good fight. Well, listen... Great win.
Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot.
And I've got gloves on now. I'm used to touching. So
I want to try and get out as soon as I can. Yeah.
Right,
straight back in the gym.
We'll come down and we'll come to the gym.
Thanks.
And hopefully this time you'll turn up.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I know the cut is, but yeah, I'll be there, mate.
Take care,
Definitely.
Chris.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot. See you
Jamie,
Yeah,
how did you find out, mate?
good.
Yeah?
Happy to be in the ring.
Yeah. He was a tough little lad, he was in there.
Yeah, he was good. He was strong.
Yeah, he was. He kept coming forward.
He was good in the body, and like he don't back off when you catch him.
No. He
Yeah,
just,
much respect to him.
just kept coming at you, and you had to work really hard to keep him away. But I think you hurt him quite a few times, though, didn't you?
Yeah, he caught me with a couple of good body shots. So,
Yeah.
like my coach said, he just said, just don't tangle up with him. Said just keep away, keep on the jab.
Yeah.
And don't get into a war with him.
You
Don't
moved
play
down
his
well
game.
from him, but I mean, it was hard to keep off, wasn't he? You had to keep.
Yeah, very hard.
You had to work really hard to make it easy for yourself. And I think you did, didn't you?
Thanks, mate.
Well done, kiddo. When you're out next?
Hopefully soon as.
That was your debut fight, then,
Debut,
wasn't it?
yeah.
And what about amateur experience? Do you have any?
I had 50 odd amateur.
Oh, so quite a few then.
Yeah.
And how many did you win?
Roughly half and half. I did better as a senior than I did a junior.
Yeah.
Got to a bit of a bad start as a junior.
Yeah.
And I kind of brought it back.
The thing is with
slowly.
amateurs though, even if you had a 50-50 record in the amateur game, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because you do get a lot of, you know what I mean, iffy decisions in there, you know, because it's always going to go to the hometown boy, isn't it? But that was a nice performance, yeah. A few lads out there. So many tickets?
Yes, 60 odd.
Yeah, well done.
Well,
Nice one, mate.
good. Thank you, mate.
Take care.
You too.
Right, Saz.
Hey, pal.
Nice 4 rounds there.
Yeah, it was like the debut again, you know, because I've been out a year. My little lad was born last year, so
yeah,
it was mad, you know, grafting with work and stuff with the little lad. But I'm glad, you know, you've had a year out. You're always a bit apprehensive how it's going to go, like, but I'm glad how it went. There's a lot of things to improve on.
Yeah.
But I've got the right team around me: Carl Thompson, Eslin Big, and Morris Cord. You know what I mean? So
can't get much better.
can you? No, they're the best in the game. So I'm at the right gym.
And when you expected to be out again?
Hopefully as soon as possible. The lads are talking about a show end of May. So
yeah,
if we can be out once a month.
Well, is that the Gary Sykes show? Do you think? Gary Sykes and John Cade.
I'm not sure about the shows, but if we can be on as many as I can, do you know what I mean? Especially if the 4 rounders just keep getting out.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, it was a nice performance, mate. He was a tough lad in there.
He is tough. I watched him on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's been a champion. He's boxed championship round, so I knew that he's been the 12 round distance, 10 round distance.
Yeah.
And he's not been stopped, so it shows. You know, you could tell in the ring that he's going to keep throwing. Do you know what I mean? So he was down to boxing ability while he beat him. But he's got 60 odd fights behind him, and he was in last week, the week before, and stuff like that. So he's got the miles in his legs, and I think it's shown slightly. Do you know what I mean? My legs got a little bit heavy, but I'll still throw in. Do you know what I mean? I weren't going to lose the rounds to him. Do you know what I mean?
Didn't lose a round.
No, I've got a big heart, so I'm not going to give up rounds just on work rate. No way, no chance.
No,
I'd rather die in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, some good body shots.
Yeah. Nice one. Thanks a lot.
And your southpaw. Horrible again.
Yeah.
Should be banned.
Yeah, they should be banned, I know.
So you might be out at the end of May.
Hopefully,
That was your fifth.
That was my fifth. 5-0,
Like you say, you had a 12-month layoff.
12-month layoff, yeah. And after my first one, I had a 19-month layoff because of an injury. So it's not gone well, but Enslin Bingham shows with experience. He came into the game late. He had big layoffs with his hand, and he was British champion by 35. So I'm getting trained by the right person in my circumstances. Do you know what I mean?
Well, how old are you now then?
I'm 30, dead on now. But I look 21. I've lived a good life. Do you know what I mean?
Same with Enslin. Enslin's older than me, and you know what I mean. He looks about 30.
Yeah.
It's not right. This is.
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong.
Keep myself fit. I run like marathons, half marathon. I'm running the Manchester Marathon tomorrow actually for charity. So it just how it felt. Steve gave me a ring saying I've got a show on at the Winning Show. I want some local lads on. I went, all right, sweet, yeah, I'll get on that. I thought about it. Oh yeah, I've raised 600 quid for Christie's. I'm running the Manchester Marathon the next day, but that's it. I've raised the money. I've got to do it tomorrow. So
I'll stand you in good stead for your next fight.
Yeah, I'll get a pizza tonight, carb up, and I'll be out there 9 o'clock tomorrow morning running it.
Listen, well done.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
really
a lot for the
enjoyed
interview.
it.
Thank you.
See you later. Right, Saeed. How did you find out? Was that your debut fight?
Debut fight, yeah. It was alright. It was a bit hard though. But at the same time, I find it easy, but near the end I was just getting a bit tired. But
yeah,
I saw overtraining that in it because I was
supposed to allowed him to get a little bit back into the fight.
Yeah. I could have done a lot better. I know that, but I'm still proud of myself. You know, I got rid of the first one, so
yeah,
on to the next one now.
Well, you won the first one. That's the best thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
No, you look nice in the opening round. You know, you were straight 1-2s. You were just catching him easy.
Yeah, I felt like I was using a bit too much energy, but other than that, I'm just learning and experience. So
hopefully. How old are you?
22 now.
22?
Yeah.
And have you had much amateur experience?
17 fights,
Yeah.
3 losses.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
a
not
nice
too
record
bad.
then.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad though, you might say, to
Yeah.
come out there. You look really nice in there.
Yeah.
And he was awkward in one as well.
It was tough.
Mm.
It wasn't really that awkward though, but it was tough though. So, you know, he's taking
kept
every
coming at
punch.
you though, didn't
Yeah,
he?
it kept coming at me. That's why I took a lot of punches. But
So it made you work hard.
marked his eye a bit and I got a bit confident with that. But
Yeah.
so just kept throwing the right hooks.
What's next for you then?
May 18th, hopefully in Leeds. Hopefully get a lot of people on that.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my sponsors too, Abubakar, Charcoals and all that. So,
No problem.
and thank to trainer Rick, Joe Pennington and all, my brother, helped me sell a lot of tickets. So, yeah. Without them I wouldn't have done it.
Well, you made their day. And
Yeah.
that's been there for you.
Yeah.
So, good one.
Cheers, thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
See you later. Right, kiddo.
Buzzing.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he really came to give you a fight.
Yeah, he
there.
did. He come. I think it was all the, the top hat and the dicky
Yeah,
ball.
yeah,
that,
Got
giving
his
him a
goal
bit.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think.
Of course, he might have wanted revenge, you know what I mean? Your own coaches.
Yeah, course.
ex-opponent.
Respecting his bit, he come to fight though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't
He-
go in his
he
shell,
didn't
and a
tr-
lot of opponents could have done.
He didn't throw that much, but when he did throw
Yeah,
him, he
yeah.
was very accurate
Yeah,
with it.
he
You know,
was,
and he caught
yeah.
you in that third round.
Yeah, he did catch me in that third round. I'm a lightweight. He was weighed in there at 10-10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I will be dropping down there, but I've shown I can mix it with the bigger boys.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, no, listen, hey, no, I was really impressed with you, mate, because you got caught. You really was caught well, but before the end of the round, you were right. You went back
Yeah,
to the corner, you come
course.
back out, you had your composure again.
Yeah.
You did those nice shots on him, body shots, you know.
Yeah,
you
course.
moved around really well, good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I thought that was a fantastic baptisement
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
pro
definitely,
ranks.
definitely.
Because there's a lot of people who have a lot of easy fights.
Yeah.
That wasn't. That was a good,
Yeah.
tough, honest fight there, mate.
Yeah, it was. I got caught up a bit in the moment with my fans and that, and
Yeah.
a bit of headlines. But it's my first fight. I can go on to bigger and better things now, and I believe my future lies at lightweight.
Yeah.
And I believe I can do something at lightweight. I believe I can, get Manchester buzzing.
Well, yeah, listen, I really enjoyed it, and you had them all buzzing there, mate. Some
Thanks,
crowd there
yeah,
cheering you.
yeah.
Was that your brother there before?
Yeah, it was my brother. I'm gonna get. My brother would have seen that, and he's going to get back in gym.
Yeah.
He
Well,
wants a
good
bit of
sparring.
it. He's
Kramer
good
versus
sparring.
Kramer,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
He's a very strong lad, and training with my brother, it only gets the best out of me because we compete with one
Course
another.
you do, yeah.
But
Who's your mate? Is he an actor, one of your mates?
yeah,
I've
he
seen
is.
his
Yeah,
face somewhere
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah,
He was
Stephen
shit.
Oil. He's been in Coronation Street. He's been in them all. Do you know?
Was he? Because
He was a police officer last in Coronation Street.
yeah, but he was in something else where he was regular.
Oh, he's been in all sorts. He's been in the Alan Shearer advert when he were a kid. He's been in Hollyoaks. He's been in them all.
That was it, Hollyoaks. I'll remember him from that. I'm sad. I didn't watch out. Hey, listen, mate. You did. That was a proper, really good, tough challenge for you, mate.
Yeah.
And you come through it.
Yeah.
You know, you got rocks.
Yeah.
And you rode it out, you know what I mean? And then you finish it strong.
Yeah.
So you can't ask for, don't be upset with yourself, mate.
No,
'Cause-
I'll go on to bigger and better things. They were just getting rid of Russ. I got caught in the headlights, and that's not like me. I usually love, the top hats, the dicky balls, being the limelight.
Yeah.
And I'll go on from that. I'll learn. I'll drop down to lightweight now.
Yeah.
And I'll learn from that.
No, it was a good fight because, like I say, he wanted revenge there.
Yeah, he
You know what
did,
I mean?
he did.
He wasn't messing around. He didn't throw that much, but every time he did throw it, he caught you with a few times with that left hook of his, and
Yeah.
he was venomous. He
He didn't hurt us as much.
No.
If you hurt me, I'd be honest. He was a tough fighter, and he came to he came to fight. But he wasn't very accurate.
No.
And if he was accurate, then I could have been in for a long night because
Yeah.
I wasn't at my best. But it's a learning curve. I'm only a learner now. I've got the L plates on my shorts here.
Listen, you danced and you moved around that ring really well, so I was impressed with it, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing
Cheers.
you next. When you're out next,
As soon as possible, because I'm going to put a performance on it. I'm going to get the
you're
crowd
upset with
going.
yourself, aren't you? Well,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
be. You did well.
All right, thank you.
Take care, mate.
Cheers.
Right. How did you find that, mate?
Yeah, it was alright. It was a good workout. No, Max Maxwell is a tough fighter.
Well, that's the hardest I've seen Max Maxwell fight for a long time because I think you hurt him in the fourth round and you livened him up. and he woke up, didn't he? And he come back at you.
Yeah, sometimes he just comes and he plods about, but you know, we're told that if you go at him, you know, he won't just move around. He'll come straight back at you.
He did.
So I said to Ensley, I said, "Nah," I said, "I don't want to beat him. You know, when you just outbox him and run away from him."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm going to stick it on him and hurt him." And he said, "I know he's going to come back at me." And he said, "There's fuck all he can do." I said, "I'll stand there." And he said, even I know, even if he comes at me and fights us, he said he's still not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I did. I said what I was going to do. I went out on it with hard shots and tried to put him down. And he come back at us and I just weathered the storm.
Cages, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he must be the busiest boxer this year, without a doubt. He must have.
If you look at his conditioning, he's in great condition to do what he does all day long. You know, he's fighting next week. He fought last week. He's fighting next. That's what he does. So at the end of the day, it's an experience that Jimmy has to go through to fight these type of guys. The more different kind of opponents you can fight, the better, different styles. And the way Jimmy handled it was more than pleased.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's a good sign, that, because you made him fight really hard. Normally he goes in there and he coasts it, but when you hurt him, and you did several occasions, it's like made him pick up his pace, and he really, you know, tried to come at you.
That's what we wanted, isn't it?
We want him to come at us because that's a. Listen,
I'm not going to learn nothing from him.
Jimmy's the real deal. Jimmy's going to go all the way. Trust me. Yeah. So he needs guys to come at him. It's no use him just having easy workouts, and then when he gets in there with the top boys, he finds it's difficult. So he needs to be.
Yeah, you want to learn your lessons early on, not later.
He's learning all the time. We're getting quality sparring. With Luke Blackridge and
Jay Metcalf.
He's a big strong lad, isn't he?
Yeah, we're doing good rounds with him. He's strong,
doing good stuff. I mean, you can probably hear it on Jimmy there now. That he's full of a cold. He's full of a cold.
You were saying he was feeling a bit rough before you thought he might have pulled out.
Yeah, we was thinking of maybe pulling out if he wasn't 100%, but he convinced me today that, you know, he feels good enough for the 6 hard rounds, and he did what he had to do. So I'm very pleased with him. He's good rest now.
10-0 now, isn't it?
Yeah, 10-0. You know, I beat Ryan Thomas in my last fight. He's a good contender. You know, I had a good fight with Max Maxwell. Now it's just moving on up. You know, seeing who's next and moving on to the 8 and 10 rounders. And before I know it, we're pushing on to titles. And
how old are you now then?
21.
No, she's young then, aren't you?
Plenty of time.
Definitely. It's not worth rushing something like this.
Hopefully, this time next year we'll be looking at decent time. Challenging for decent championship. So. He's still learning.
Like I said, no, it was a great performance because you look at him and he's awkward, and he knows how to. He's been in with everyone, hasn't he? You look at his record now, and everyone's there. He's been in the top 10, and he's been fighting them like that for the last 4 or 5 years now.
He's a good test to see where you're.
Yes, of course he is. Yeah. And I think, like you say, the test was that you hurt him and woke him up, and not many people do, because he doesn't throw enough shots at you to let himself be vulnerable to a shot, does he? He'll throw one shot to make sure he's in that fight, make himself look good, but then he'll be moving away. And when he started opening up on you, it's because you'd hurt him. You'd hurt him hard in that 4th round, and again I think you hurt him in the 5th. The last 3 rounds were good and entertaining.
Yeah. A good fight is what I needed. Like I said, it was an entertaining fight, for my home fans, so I'm really chuffed.
Nice one. Right, well done.
Buzzing.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
See you later.